It's Week 10 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Deontay Harris. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop the throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Second and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Out left, Ellison's got it. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Deontay Harris. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 70 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Mooney. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, Swift Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Push him back. Push him back. Like 56.
Here's Brady to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That one caught by Ellison. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
2nd and 9 now. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Brady.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. A beautiful fake. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. First down, and they go with Swift again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brought down at the 26. On 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on 3rd down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw is Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Again, it's Brady. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Another takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches, and
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Brady. Complete over the middle to Hardy.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
mixing. Now they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the New York Jets. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too found some success throwing the football, but I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Now Hardy on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
On play action, now Brady.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hawkinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
2nd and 5.
It's a game of time. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, so that moves him back 5.
Hands it off out of the gun.
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. And a long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is
put a
pretty
star.
big.
I put a star.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down at 4.
Brady now to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On play action, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Brady now on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 13-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Brady again. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
And that 3rd down call, the goal is to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Brady will look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, habits, they can be somewhat predictable. predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. With Seahawks on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Brady to throw.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw. Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Brady.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's Harris to return it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a